Hello, hello, this is Irene with SaugaTalks. I hope everyone doing well because I am exceptionally privileged today. I am so happy to introduce my esteemed guest, Debra Rue. Debra, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on your show and for everything you're doing to change the world. I appreciate it.
Oh, the pleasure is mine, absolutely, because I'm so excited about the topic. Also, we're going to talk about tech for good and inclusivity and sustainable development goals. And there's so much we can collectively do with the help of technology. So, Deborah, where do you think we are today, in terms of, yes, using technology, making people's life better and easier, hopefully, at some point?
Right. Well, we learned a lot about technology and who had access and who didn't have access during this pandemic that unfortunately we're still going through. And so it's sad that, a lot of people that are disenfranchised through no fault of their own, when we don't humanize technology, were left out, and it was really hard to watch. 40% of the children in the United States at the beginning of the pandemic could not, they couldn't really go to school because of technology issues. So we've been talking about why it's so important in tech for good, tech for all, to make sure everyone's included. And bottom line, we just have to humanize technology because technology is being used for humans. So let's make sure that technology works for all humans and be more thoughtful about how we're designing it so that everybody can be included. And you mentioned the Sustainable Development Goals. Well, as a world, we have come together under the leadership of the United Nations and we've come up with 17 goals: clean water, end poverty, gender equality, things that are really important. And I love the 17th goal because the 17th goal is partnerships, coming together to work collaboratively to make the world a better place for more people, and really allowing people to have their best lived experience regardless of who they are, where they come from, who they love, what color they are. Let's start being a little bit kinder to each other.
Absolutely. This is the ambitious goal. This is totally, makes sense to most humans, right? But at the same time, what are the ways you think we're gonna get there? Because let's talk about tools, okay? AI makes us incredibly productive, right? It reaches beyond what we humans can process or able to accomplish, right? Raising our productivity, right? Giving more opportunities. So where do you see this is going in ways that there's tons of applications for doctors, for teachers, educators out there? So do you see, the fast progress there, or there are challenges, I'm sure?
Yeah, there are challenges. And that's a great, great question because before the pandemic, the thing I was worried about the most was artificial intelligence. And I love technology. Let's keep doing technology, but once again, technology needs to be designed for humans. And so we were really worried about the lack of data sets for artificial intelligence because most of the data sets that we have, it's just the reality, and not complaining, but are on white males. Even on white women like myself, there's a lack of data. And then you look at other diverse groups: LGBT, Black and Brown people. If you're looking from a U.S. lens, Asian Americans, African Americans. We don't have data sets on anybody but this one group. White males. Now we're changing that, and there's been a lot of changes actually, and the pandemic sort of helped. I know when we were fighting in the United States, the past president went after TikTok, and I have my opinion about why that happened. But I read an article about why Microsoft wanted to buy the American part of TikTok, and it was for the data, because people are putting out there all kinds of data, all kind of videos, all kind of, sometimes they're nonsense type videos, but a lot of this data is also very powerful, and it can teach artificial intelligence what it means to be a human right now. And so I'm hoping we're going to continue to really focus on making sure the artificial intelligence has the right data sets. And I'll give you one example. And this is known, so I'm not bad mouthing Amazon, but Amazon used an artificial intelligence tool to improve their hiring. And one thing that they found was because of the way the artificial intelligence was designed, it was actually leaving women engineers out, a lot of technical women out. And when they realized it, they stopped using it because obviously they did not want to do that. But it's things like that. So we need corporations really standing up and saying, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure it has the right data sets. But so it's a work in progress, but it's something we need to be mindful about.